The blood type diet has been popular for about 2 decades now. The idea is that your blood type determines what kind of eating pattern is going to be best for you. But what does the research say? That's what we're looking at in this video. The blood type diet, also known as the blood group diet, was popularized back in 1996 by naturopathic doctor Peter D'Adamo. His book, Eat Right for Your Type, was a New York Times bestseller, has sold over 7 million copies, and is still widely popular today. In this book, he claims that the optimal diet for any one individual depends on the person's ABO blood type. That is, whether your blood type is type A, B, AB, or O. It's an interesting theory, and there is strong evidence that people with certain blood types can have a higher or lower risk of some diseases. However, there are no studies showing this has anything to do with diet. In fact, the only study to test this theory has shown it to be false. In this study, researchers looked at almost 1,500 subjects on each of the 4 blood type diets and documented several outcomes like waist circumference, blood pressure, and insulin levels. They found that adherence to either the A, B, or O type diets was associated with some beneficial effects. Not surprising, of course, as most diets tend to work in the beginning when people first start to eat fewer calories overall or avoid the worst indulgences. Plus, each of the dietary patterns are healthy and would be a huge improvement for most people. However, the big finding was that the beneficial effects had nothing to do with an individual's blood type. If a person followed the type A diet, they would see similar health effects regardless of whether they had AB, AB, or O type blood. All this means is that the dietary patterns are healthy, which explains why so many people swear that it works. But it would work equally well on someone with an incompatible blood type. So the main conclusion of the study was actually that although the eating patterns themselves are healthy, it has absolutely nothing to do with a person's blood type. Senior author Ahmed El-Sahimi even said, "We can now be confident in saying that the blood type diet hypothesis is false." Now, the study was not perfect, and in research you can always find some flaw or weakness to point to if you disagree with the result. But given the lack of plausibility, this large study is sufficient enough to reject the blood type theory. The burden of proof now falls on D'Adamo to show us otherwise, to show us that it does indeed work, much like the Atkins Corporation did. And with over 7 million books sold and millions since spent on developing and marketing new cookbooks, supplements, and even apps and software, it's very strange that the company has not invested some money into good research to prove their own theory. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to click the big red button below to subscribe to the Authority Nutrition YouTube channel so you can stay in the loop whenever we release new videos like this one.